Baton round. You see, this is at the second changeover point, so from the back straight into the bend. And here's the Canadian team, going to be led off by Savannah Blair into Diana Proctor, Odiaza and Tedger. For the Swiss team, Timea Rankel into Leah Thalman, Chloe Rabach and Alicia Massini. And the Jamaican team, so slick with their baton changes yesterday. Shnoya Michaela Douglas leading off into Aliyah Baker, Brianna Campbell and Ilana Reed bringing it home. For the US team, this is Jade Brown leading them off. She will hand to Santera James, Avery Lewis and Taylor Schneer bringing it home. Alexandra Stoilova will lead off the Australian quartet, handing the baton to Tori Lewis, silver medalist in the 200 yesterday, Olivia Rose Inkster and Jessica Milat. And for the Puerto Rican team, Legne Echevarria, handing into Frances Colon, Amanda Andino and Karina Franceschi. For the Ukrainian team, this is Anna Karandakova. We'll hand it over to Diana Miroshenko, Juliana Stepaniuk and Alina Kishkina. The Polish team, Olivia Zimolag, she will hand over to Klaudia Kristatek, Inga Kanitska and Jagoda Zukowska. On your marks. Baton changes so crucial. It was a good start for the US team. They are blazing around, trying to make up the ground on the Jamaican team outside of them into the first changeover. Good changeover for the Jamaicans, a little bit sticky on the Americans. That enabled the Australians to get back into the competition on their inside. Here's this changeover. Again, great changeover from the Jamaicans, a good changeover and better, I think, from the Americans. Swiss team are also right up in there. This is where the Jamaicans were ahead at this point yesterday. And the American runner's gone too soon. That puts the Australian team in the lead, but Alana Reed, a look across, puts it into full throttle charging for that line and brings home that gold medal for Jamaica. It is the Swiss team celebrating a bronze medal performance courtesy of the baton exchange on that final exchange for the American team. We get another look at that. That is Avery Lewis coming in to hand the baton to Taylor Schneer. I think it might have been that Taylor Schneer went a little bit too soon. There is the result. It was a gold medal performance for Jamaica. Australian taking the silver and the Swiss team, and you can see what it means to them to take that bronze medal.
When you watch an Olympic or World Championships senior relay 4x1, you have to remember that they train all year round as a squad together. These have qualified in the last few weeks and have maybe only trained together since they got into Lima. So it's a little bit rough and ready at times, and the checkpoints and the takeoffs also betray a little bit of nerves of youth, don't they? I think when we watched the USA on this last leg, that's what happened.
Yeah,
went too soon.
I think we are also hearing that there is a changeover under review for the Australian team at the moment as well. We did see yesterday just how well the Jamaicans did exchange the baton here, so you can see the outgoing US athlete Taylor Schneer does go a little bit too soon there, and she has to stop breakdown, don't exchange the baton in time. That exchange was good there for Australia, and for Jamaica, extremely slick. Swiss chasing hard at this point. I don't think they could believe their luck, but Alana Reid really away clear, has time for a look across just to check.
The women's 4x100m relay final at the 2024 World Athletics U20 Championships in Lima, Peru, delivered one of the most intense and unforgettable moments of the entire competition. Relays have always been known for their unpredictability, and this race once again proved that precision in baton exchanges often outweighs raw speed. Lining up for the final were 8 determined squads: Jamaica, the United States, Australia, Switzerland, Canada, Puerto Rico, Poland, and Ukraine. Each came with the ambition of flawless teamwork and a shot at the title, but only one would execute it to perfection. From the gun, the American team got off to a blazing start. Jade Brown powered through the opening leg, matching stride for stride with Jamaica's starter. But when it came time for the first handoff, the momentum shifted. Jamaica's exchange was smooth and instinctive, while the US faltered slightly, their baton change looking hesitant. That fraction of a second proved costly, allowing Australia on the inside to keep pace. By the second handover, Jamaica looked unstoppable. Their exchanges flowed effortlessly, their coordination honed to near perfection. Meanwhile, the Americans' transitions continued to lack rhythm, which opened the door for Australia and Switzerland to stay firmly in the hunt for medals. As the runners approached the final stretch, the atmosphere in the stadium was electric. Then came the defining moment. Avery Lewis of the US sprinted in for the last exchange to Taylor Schnee, but Schnee mistimed her acceleration, creating confusion in the zone. The baton transfer turned chaotic, and the team's rhythm collapsed completely. The hesitation destroyed their medal hopes in an instant. Seizing the moment, Jamaica's anchor, Alana Reid, already crowned the 100m champion in Lima, took the baton cleanly and unleashed her trademark finishing speed. Reid tore down the home straight, dominant and composed, crossing the line first in a season's best of 43.39 seconds. Australia briefly threatened after the US disaster, but Reid's unmatched pace left them chasing shadows. They settled for silver, while Switzerland's precise execution earned them a well-deserved bronze in 44.06 seconds, a testament to their discipline and cohesion under pressure. Canada followed with a strong run, finishing fourth in a season's best of 44.60 seconds. Puerto Rico, Poland, and Ukraine rounded out the field, each gaining valuable experience on the international stage. The race once again demonstrated a fundamental truth in sprint relays. Speed may thrill, but the baton decides everything. The US team had the talent and pace to challenge for gold, yet one mistimed exchange ended their campaign. Jamaica, on the other hand, showcased the perfect blend of power, control, and teamwork, qualities that have made them synonymous with relay excellence. Beyond medals and records, Lima's final was also a masterclass in the nuances of youth athletics. Unlike senior relay squads who practice baton work throughout the year, U20 teams often assemble weeks before a championship. The lack of synchronized chemistry often shows, and it did here. For Jamaica, this was more than a victory. It was another reaffirmation of their sprinting legacy. For the US, it served as a hard but invaluable lesson in precision and patience. And for Switzerland, it was a historic moment of breakthrough, proof that discipline, unity, and trust can elevate a team beyond expectations. Ultimately, the women's 4x100m relay in Lima encapsulated everything that makes track and field irresistible. Breathtaking speed, human error, resilience, and the raw emotion of triumph and heartbreak intertwined on the world stage.